Hello my beautifuls. If you want to see how I do this everyday quick summer glam, then just keep on watching.
1, 2, 3, let's switch this up.
Priming your face is super important. I have very oily skin, so I was using this elf primer right here, this blue one, and it's really good. Like, it's really hydrating. I think it's amazing if you have regular, like, maybe combination skin. No problems, cute. But if you're gonna try to wear this in the summer and try to have your makeup pull through, no. I already tapped into the pink one from the elf primer. Had a couple of test wears. Do I feel that it gives me more wear? Yes. Maybe a couple more hours, maybe a total of 6 to 7 hours. I'm also gonna go in with my Dominique primer. I know that I've said that this was my play primer literally forever, since like 2020. It was only until like a month ago that I realized that it really does do what it's supposed to do, which is blur and moisturize. Some people use this as their primer in general, their face primer. I was using this a lot with the green one or blue one. Is it green or blue? I feel like it's green. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with that one first. I'm also gonna show you guys right now how this side of my face looks like without any of that Dominique primer. I just like to do one pump. One pump is enough. You don't gotta like do OD. You want to work it and tap into the skin. I like to kind of like rub it in here in between my nose. That's where I normally get my shine. Now I'm gonna go in with the Dominique primer now that I let the other one sit for a little bit and kind of just marinate. I'm gonna start with that spot and I'm just gonna like squeeze into it. Believe it or not, it literally just does wonders. I noticed the difference when I apply my makeup. I didn't peep that it really was doing such a great job with blurring my pores. And it minimizes it. It's not like it's gonna make them disappear because I really have some deep pores, as you can see. I also have them in my nose, but not as bad. Not as deep as I do in the side of my forehead. Now, while I'm letting all those primers absorb and just stick into my face and let them dry, I like to go with my brows. And I like to go with 3 different types of pencils throughout the summer. If I wanna do something that is more budget friendly, then I'm gonna go in with these two, which is the elf lift brow pencil, the Tattoo Studio stick, or if it's a little more on the high end, then I'm gonna use the Benefit deep brow pencil. The Benefit is lighter. You can kind of see here, it is lighter strokes. So depending on like what look I want to do, and look I mean like I'm gonna use the same products no matter what throughout the summer. It's just I'm gonna put more or less. So depending how heavy I want it to look, depending how light, if I wanted to go lighter, I'm gonna use a Benefit because it's just literally, this is deep auburn, so it's super light. You barely can notice it. I want to go a little darker today, so I'm just gonna go in with that elf. And this is also deep brown. It's not super dark, it's just a little, maybe like 2 shades darker. I'm just gonna do a little sped up process. Now I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I'm probably gonna just do 2 pumps. I like to put it in the back of my hand just so I can warm up the product, and I like to do just a few dots. Never put the foundation up here where the concealer goes because we do not need accumulated product. I just like to tap it on the side of my nose. I don't like to put it on top, and maybe just like a smidge right there where I have those deep pores. I don't really want to like work too much product into that. I like to just drag down whatever I have left right here so it kind of just can blend that into the neck. I do need to really blend this in because I've been tanning a little bit, so it's not gonna match me too much, but I could probably still get away with it for maybe a week. Probably a week more. I just use a regular buffing brush. Why does my brush bruh? Okay, well that was disgusting. I did my mom's makeup last and she had bought this new foundation, and I didn't even question because she was getting ready to go to the Romeo Santos concert, or was it Aventura? So I had to do her makeup mad quick because she just came from work. She had like 30 minutes to get her makeup done. I was like, oh, like use this foundation. I think it's from Shein. I think she got it from Shein. My mom be ordering from Shein like it's nobody's business, bro. So yeah, she ordered it from there, and I did her makeup last with this brush, and I'm jacking that's what that is because it smells weird. This is not a required step at all. It's just me, pet peeve, but I'm gonna remove everything from my lips because I cannot stand the look of foundation on lips. It's disgusting to me. It doesn't feel good to me. I tried it, I don't like it. I'm gonna go in with favorite lip oil. It just makes my lips feel so moisturized. I I do like an extra bit of brightness, so I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass. I like to be pretty generous with it. I'm also going with that Fenty Matchstick. I've been using this for so long. I love it. I don't think I'm gonna switch my contour for a while. Maybe just powders or something I might play with, but as of contour right now, stick wise, like liquid wise, I'm gonna stick to this until something else catches my eye. While the concealer is baking, I also go in and I start contouring my nose. I just like to kind of plop it right here and do a little print. Same thing on this side, and I just take it right here in the bottom. I'm just gonna blend out that concealer. You see how it's just a whole line? You're gonna go back in with that same brush that you used to use your contour. Take out the excess and just tap in as if you're putting contour again, and it blends in beautifully, like no problem at all. I didn't mean to put that contour with this brush. I was like, wait, I'm confused. I normally just apply it straight from the stick, and then I use this as I clean it and I blend out. I don't like to bring it up anymore or bring it down. I just tap it in. I already blended out the contour and concealer together with that brush like I told you. Now I'm gonna go in with that same concealer brush. It's already product in there since I just blended that out, and I like to stamp that all the way down to kind of make that contour, that nose contour, a little sharper. I'm gonna go in with that Huda Beauty setting powder. I don't go in with too much because I don't need it to bake. It's not like the goal, especially with, you know, this humidity. I mean, actually no, with the humidity you want to bake, you want to really make sure you're locking in those oils. I also just accepted the fact that I'm not going to be super matte in the summer. It's just not going to happen. This helps slow the process down before I start, you know, getting all shiny. I just realized that I forgot to go in with my liquid blush first. I don't like to put liquid on top of powder. It just breaks for me. So normally I would have put liquid blush, it doesn't matter. I use Rare Beauty as well. So I'm gonna just go in with some powder blush from MAC at the end. Now before I swipe off all that extra setting powder, I'm gonna lock in all that bronzer with some contour powder from One Size. I love this. Although I think I'm gonna try to get one that's one shade lighter. I want to say this is the medium trio, so I'm just locking that nose contour and everywhere else that I added bronzer to my face. I'm gonna remove the excess now. Now I'm gonna blend all that concealer and powder that I also used the Huda Beauty to set my nose on the side where I put concealer. So now I'm gonna just take out that extra powder while blending down so I can soften up that contour powder that I put in, so it's not so harsh. I'm also gonna drag it to the bottom, and it just softens the whole look. So that's why it didn't matter if it was harsh, because it's all gonna blend in really pretty. Blush. I'm gonna clean the brows with just the tiniest bit of foundation, a smidge of eye primer just to avoid oil buildup. I set that with whatever is left in the puffer. I like to go with that same contour powder for the eyes. I use a medium size dense brush, and I just like to go in on the creases. My favorite part is the teeny tiny little bit of sparkle shimmer that I put just in the corner or a little bit towards the lid. It makes the biggest difference. It kind of just gives it a little pop. It's subtle, it's not too much, it's not so in your face, and this is the Revolution one. So I like to go in with the glittery part. I like to put it on my hand first. It's also a little bit dry because I had this for a while, but I like it because it's easier to work with. Normally it's a little more wet, but even if it was new and it was wet, you can still just add a little bit and it spreads so nicely. I already curled my lashes. I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner pencil and just go underneath so I can make my lash line darker and appear fuller. I don't add eyeliner for my everyday look. 9 times out of 10, I do not have time for that. I'll just use that same one and probably just drag it just a tiny bit here in the outer, just a little bit, and that's it, just like a smidge. I use my finger to kind of drag it out. I'm gonna go on my two favorite mascaras at the moment. And I'm a big mascara girly through and through. Look at that compared to this. Nothing here, and these two mascaras on here. Here's also one thing that might be a little different. Under this eye, I have nothing, no under eyeliner. And then here, I just add a smidge brown. Without anything, the eye is obviously much wider, it's bigger. With a little bit, it kind of closes it out a little more. That just depends on whatever I'm wearing. If it's something more dark and it's nighttime, I might throw in a little brown eyeliner at the end of the day, depending if I'm having evening activities, depending on the vibe. But if it's more like daytime, I'm not putting anything on these eyes. I'm gonna add some for today. For the lips, I'm just gonna remove a little bit of that lip oil. I'm gonna go in with that same brown that I used in my eye, because that was a lip liner, but dual action, babes. It's not super dark either. It's not like a true brown. It's super light. That's barely noticeable on my lips. To top off the lip, I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss that honestly, it's so nice. To combat that heat, we're gonna go in with the one size because that holds me down. So far, I liked it. And for the month of June, this has been doing pretty good. So right now, I have no complaints. Hold your breath. That cannot be healthy. Woo! But it's a price we pay. And that is a wrap. That's all it is. Nothing else to it. It's super simple. It's my everyday summer look. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time.